Power of J-Skull in live action.
In live action, this is a bit of a last-minute idea for us. I had sent a picture to Jason on Messenger that I saw on Facebook day ago or so, yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I don't know, there was something about the image where it had the cast there, talking about the cast of He-Man, and I thought, you know what? That's something we need to discuss because, to be honest with you, Jason, they've built pretty decent cast for this film.
It is a stacked cast and Jared Leto.
We'll get there. But I thought we would have an opportunity now to talk about, some of the actors being cast in this film. And I'm going to start it off with, this is the image that I sent you. Someone called Miss Movies on Facebook and Instagram. So go check her out. Yeah.
Of course, if this is a fake cast list, I'm never speaking to you again.
Of course, but I've brought receipts, so we're good.
Okay,
good.
Very well. Very well.
But this was the image we were sent, and I thought, wow. Straight away, your reaction was the best. It was like, they've cast someone as Fisto.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We have a Fisto.
We have a live action Fisto.
Is going to be in a live action Masters of the Universe movie. Fisto. And
like mind blowing.
Yeah, and they have cast. I believe the only person they could cast for me to take this character seriously, and I've been practicing on this. Please don't hurt me if I mispronounce this. Hafthor Julius Bjornsson. Otherwise, most famous as the Mountain on Game of Thrones, is going to be playing Fisto.
Amazing.
Let the inappropriate jokes flow, people. Tell them to have Thor's face. I don't think you will.
It's the most out of left-wing character that, like, it's just out of nowhere that, for me, that they would choose him. But I'm so delighted they've gone that way, and it gives me a lot of hope. The other character that was blown away with this image was the beautiful Marina, of course.
Ah, yes, Marina Baccarin.
Who's a wonderful actress. Yep. Playing Sorceress. What a great choice, I thought, because there's a thing about her when she's in movies, like she's got this real class about her. There's this presence about her. Like she could just look at you quite stoically. Like she just feels the right actor to fit that role.
She does have this, I would say, an otherworldly wisdom about her in every single part she's ever been in. And I would even say in the Deadpool movies, Vanessa just seems to have this wisdom beyond her years. And so when you sent me this image and said, Monica Baccarin is the sorceress, I thought, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Alison Brie. Now, she was someone we heard about last year that had been cast, and I thought that was a wonderful choice as well. She reminds me more, Jason, of, maybe the Filmation version, let alone maybe the Revolution version of Evil Lynn. But I think she's wonderful. I think she could play the broad character, and that's what I'm really interested in. What is the tone of this film going to be? Because you've mixed it up with some very serious actors. You've got some very hammy actors.
Based on what we've heard about the plot, and again, halfway spoiler warning, halfway disclaimer, this may kind of spoil the movie, and it also may not be true. But based on what we've heard from the plot is that it's taking elements from the Barbie movie and elements from the Lego movie. In that the story, the Masters of the Universe story, is going to be framed by a father telling a child the story of this adventure on Eternia. And I guess based on his love of toys, I guess, you grow up playing with these toys and you're going to tell stories about them to your kids. And I honestly think that this could be a very good thing for the story, because I think it's going to allow the filmmakers to get more into the kind of weird and cringy things about
Yes,
Masters of the Universe. I mean, the fact that we have
100%.
Fisto in the story, to me, is
Yeah.
fantastic. And I think it just shows their commitment to this is going to be a Masters of the Universe movie. It's not going to be, well, we're going to have Gwildor because nobody will believe a floating elf is in this movie. No, this is going to be Masters of the Universe. And I'm just waiting for them to tell us who's going to be doing the voice of Orko. I'm hoping it's Eddie Deason.
Well, all I got to say, I think it's a great concept because I think it's to do that is to, hey, they're kind of framing it like a Princess Bride scenario, which I think is not a bad way to go for this film because it also allows the audience who may not know of Master Universe as much as they should have, and they should be punished for
Heck
that
is
at a
wrong with
later
you people?
date. Yeah. But I think it's a great way to get the audience too. And like you said, because once you establish that, hey, we're in like a fantasy story, all bets are off. You can do whatever you want. And I think that's really wonderful. So Alison
Yeah.
Brie's a great fit.
Oh yeah. Yes, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Camilla
He-Man.
Camilla
So,
Mendez.
yep.
Camilla Mendez
Playing
is
Tila.
Tila. I have to admit,
Looks the part.
I don't
No.
really know a whole lot about her. I may have seen her, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
she's
get the
got the
feeling as
look.
well. Oh,
She
yeah.
has got the look. I mean,
Yeah. Unless she was in
you
wardrobe there, which I don't think she was, she's got the look.
yes.
But it's our main boy. This is the first photo where I've gone, oh, wow. I think he can pull this off. Was this
I'm right there with
Nicholas?
you. Yeah.
Look at his jawline, dude. Like,
He
he's got a hero look about him.
he looks like a Mattel action figure.
Like, kind of
I'm looking
perfect,
for a
right?
seam around the neck where his point of
Yeah.
articulation is.
Like, the only other photos I'd seen of him before were like he was way skinnier. But yeah, if he's beefing out like that, mate, they can make that work for sure.
Oh,
All
most
right.
definitely. I'm a believer. I don't again, I'm not too familiar with this actor. I don't know where I've seen him or even if I've seen him, but dude has the look. And if he's got the acting chops, I think he's going to be good.
Well, again,
I want Dolph Lundgren to have a cameo in this movie at least. Let's get some respect for Dolph. He deserves it.
okay, let's address the white elephant in the room, and that is Skeletor. Yeah, he's gone. I don't blame him.
No,
No, he's
sorry,
returned.
sorry. Okay, no, I'm back. I'm back.
Skeletor. Jared Leto was and I remember the morning I sent it to you. I went, and you replied with one word, which I can't repeat on this show, but it
It
summed
started
up
with an
my
F,
feeling.
it ended with a K, and it was
Yeah,
not fire truck.
no, no,
Um,
and I think we both
Hollywood,
felt like that.
Hollywood, I want you to look at me and I want you to heed these words. I want you to take this as advice. I know it's probably too late for this movie, but please, in the future, stop putting Jared Leto in things.
Big budget thing.
Nobody likes Jared Leto in things. Nobody ever says, "Oh, Jared Leto's in this movie. Let's go see
Awesome.
it." Everybody says, "Ugh, Jared Leto's in this movie, but let's go see it anyway. Maybe it'll be good."
Well, okay, here's my problem with Jared Leto casting. There's nothing about any performance prior, except for one, maybe, and this is a long stretch, that would indicate that he is the right fit for a role like this. He's not someone who talks in big, broad ways, unless, okay, House of Gucci, right? We got to bring up House of
Haven't
Gucci
seen it.
because that's
Haven't
where
seen it.
well, he
Jared
basically
Leto's in
plays
it. I'm
Super
not going to see it.
Mario's dad. Like, it is so hammy. It's so it's almost racist, his performance. It's that over the top kind of, let's have some spaghetti. Like, it's bonkers how bad that is. Is the only clue that gives me that maybe if he hammed it up, he could do it. But where's he pulling that from?
I'm going
Like,
to tell you
how's he doing
exactly.
it?
I'm going to tell you exactly how Jared Leto is going to play Skeletor. It's
Mm.
going to be his role from Blade Runner 2049. He's going to
Oh,
play Skeletor
no.
like this. And oh, He-Man, I've seen you here before, He-Man. I want that. I need to get into Castle Grayskull, He-Man, because that's what
No.
my toy car says. That's what he's going to do.
No,
Now,
you're lying. I refuse.
no,
to
that I'm
accept that.
telling you, that's the feeling I got. It's going to be whispery, seductive Skeletor.
No.
I would have done anything to have anybody else in this role, literally anyone else but Jared Leto, because
How's he gonna like?
I really think he's going. If there's one thing that's going to sink this movie, it's going to be that, because
Yeah.
Skeletor is big, he's bombastic, he's larger than life, and I don't know. Maybe Jared Leto is going to go ham on this, and he's going to be hilariously over the top. I could
No,
be
dude.
wrong, and if I am, I will eat my words. But right now, I'm telling you, I could name 50 actors off the top of my head who could be a better Skeletor than Jared Leto, because I'm so sick of this narcissistic man-child method actor being put into movies like it's some kind of a winning gimmick when the man is basically box office poison.
Hey, man, he
He
may go
is
so
Ezra
method.
Miller and He-Man is the Flash. Said what I said.
He may go so method. He may actually pull the skin off his face, and that would
We
work
can
for me.
hope. We can
You
hope.
have a look at him though. Have a look at his face though, right? You could probably half, like
Punch it.
punch it, but you could probably digitally replace the bottom, get the jaw happening. Honestly, digitally black out his eyes. He's so skeletal like anyway.
It's because he has no
It's a
soul.
white- Yeah, yes, no soul. Like, it's really interesting because he's in two franchises coming up, Jason. I have a personal love and affection for this being one. And then he comes out later this year in Tron Legacy, doesn't he? What is it called? Ares.
Tron
Yeah,
Ares,
Ares.
yes. Again, nobody wants Tron in the real world. Nobody wants Jared Leto in things. Disney.
If anything,
What the heck?
we want Jared Leto out of the real world. Stick him in
Yes.
the computer game and leave him there.
You know what? Give him a reality show. I won't watch that, but at least he won't be in movies.
Hey, you know where the brilliance might be? Maybe the director's going like, everyone hates Jared Leto. So if I make him Skeletor, I won't have to worry about getting people to hate Skeletor because they'll already hate him.
But we don't hate Skeletor. That's the problem. I love Skeletor. I would watch Masters of the Universe whenever I was a kid because I kept thinking maybe this is the one where Skeletor wins. And every week I was disappointed.
He did kind of
I
win
just
in the
wanted to
Christmas
see my
special.
boy win once.
He did win in the Christmas special. He learned something there.
But he didn't get to be evil. He didn't want to be good. He didn't want to be nice. He wanted to be evil.
The power of young children. All right, let's move on to some of the other.
And
Do you
I
know
hate
an
Jared
actor?
Leto.
You know an actor I do love, the guy that's playing King Randall. Do you know this dude?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Sorry,
James
go back.
Purefoy.
Great actor, really good actor, good quality. Well, that's not
That's
him.
not James Purefoy.
There we go. That's IMDb for you. The pop-ups are annoying. But yeah, he's absolutely wonderful. You might know him. I mean, he's had a couple of award wins and nominations, so he's a great actor. We come down.
I was kind of hoping that they'd bring Dietrich Bader over from Masters of the Universe Revolutions because I thought he had a great Randor voice, and you know his face. I think he could pull it off.
It could, but this guy is like they're casting real serious fantasy actors, kind of thing, you know. And this one I think blew us away. This kind of helped wash off of the bit of the stink of Skeletor. Was Idris Elba cast perfectly in my mind as Duncan / Man at Arms.
He does have that bit of crazy where you'd think he's a mad scientist who ruins lives. Yes, I'm all for that.
He's into body horror, of course. Sharrett Riley, I don't know who this young lady is, but she is playing Queen Marlena, the Earthbound. I don't know what she's. You ever seen her before? She was in ITV's adaptation of Wuthering Heights. So.
Oh, I've never seen it.
No, neither have I. But she's playing Queen Marlena. She's the only Earthbound person there. I'm hoping, let's see if we get. They're not going to know. You know he's in it, but they're not going to put it in the cast list, are they, Orko? But anyway, let's keep going down. We talked about Hans, but we also have Goatman.
Goatman?
Goatman is going to be in this film.
Who's Goatman? I know everything about Master of the Universe. I don't know who Goatman is.
But you know him.
Mm-hmm.
You know that man because
I'm
he
gonna
was in.
shove this fist so far up your it's PG movie, PG movie. Down your
So they
throat.
got a couple of big lads in this, and that's the other great thing. Their instinct is to know we need guys who are the goods. They need to have it all there. Trapjaw, we've got ourselves a Trapjaw. A gentleman named Sam C. Wilson is going to be Trapjaw. Have no idea.
Rapjaw is one of my
Oh,
favorite
he was in
characters.
Blade
I've
Runner
always loved him.
2099, so
I
that's
don't
cool. That
recognize the guy, but you know what? Welcome to the family, dude. You're not Jared Leto, so I'm happy to
no,
see you.
happy with that. And we've got our Triclops as well.
Oh,
They've cast.
Triclops is in it.
Mm-hmm. And he was in The Beekeeper, a recent film, and Wrath of Man. So he's an English actor because Wrath of Man and The Beekeeper, Jason Statham films and Guy Ritchie films.
Honestly, put the little visor on him. He would be a
Oh, yeah.
very intimidating fellow. So I'm
Yeah.
all
No,
for this
and
guy.
the thing is, Jason, this is a cast. Honestly, if you had asked me, what do you think the kind of cast they were going to get? My expectations would have been low, but bar the Jared, it is a phenomenal cast.
It is. I'm very happy with almost everybody in this cast.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to it. Okay,
I
my cast list is different than yours.
okay. Well, I went off
So
IMDb.
I've got Hapthor Bjorgensen, the mountain as Goatman, and I have Johannes
Yes,
Johansson as Fisto.
that is correct.
Okay, so I had
That
these actors mixed up in my head, so I was talking about other people. So Hapthor
ah,
is Goatman, and
yep,
Johannes is Fisto. So
yep. There you go.
that is me making a correction on my mistake. Forgive me. I
Either
am
way,
extremely
big
sorry.
dudes, big
Yeah.
dudes. You know, and
Yes.
it's great. So I think their concept's solid. Their cast is shaping up to be 90% fantastic. You've got a really great director behind the scenes here, and it looks like you've got a studio and Mattel way on board. This is theirs to screw up.
I think that in the wake of the success of the Barbie movie, I think that they are taking this project very seriously. They know that they need something of quality, and I think that their approach to it is the right way to go. So my interest is piqued,
Mm.
despite the fact that there is a Leto in my soup, and I am really looking forward to additional news. I want to see Merman and I want to see Orko. I also want
I
to
think
see Ram
Merman,
Man.
Orko, yeah,
And
Beast
I know
Man,
you
Ram
want to
Man.
see Stratos.
Love to
Stratos has
see
got to
Strat.
show up.
But I like honestly, if they deliver a great first film, and there is no Stratos, I'm okay because that says to me we're going to get sequels. Because that's the other thing at stake here is this is a franchise that absolutely would warrant many sequels if they get the first one right.
Absolutely.
So I think, and if they do that one day, mate, you're going to see them the weirdest, off kilter, like everybody. I mean, but think of like the lowliest He-Man character. We could get there one day, a live action version.
Rio Blast,
Rio Blast. There you go.
Thunder Punch He-Man, and I don't know, Mantenna. I still say, my dream project is a sequel to Barbie that is also a crossover with She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Mm,
Because just the dolls were very similar. They both had real hair.
mm.
I could see Barbie like going into She-Ra's world and learning more about her self-worth. I could just see that happening. So,
Well, I got to say,
Mattel, call
look,
me. I
this
can
is
write the script.
well. If you're writing the script, Jason, basically hire the person that wrote the animated series as well.
Absolutely.
Write it
I
with
would
them
do that in a
because
second.
that's what you got to do. If now, unfortunately, because of this film, they probably wouldn't. They would introduce She-Ra into this universe. But if it was me and there was an opportunity to make She-Ra, I'd definitely be pitching the animated version brought to real life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because
The
it's
best
just
parts of the animated series. And of
yeah.
course, make the entire movie about Mermista.
Yeah.
That's it. Mermista and Entrapta.
Yep.
About those two.
Yep. And I think
Best
it would
characters.
be amazing.
Best characters.
All right, well, that was a bit of fun talking about that. I don't know when we'll get a trailer. Probably later in the year we'll start to see footage. I think that's where it's really going to be important. And I will say, Josh, because this film is so important to both of us, and I think that's a fair thing to say, we should probably be on that. Like, when there's a trailer come out, I know it's not our game thing to do normally, but it's worth watching it and talking about for the guys. And we'll, every now and again, check on the production of this film and let's see how we are in 12 months' time. Are we excited or we're going, oh, let's not talk about it ever again? I think it's I've got a good feeling about this, dude. I've got a really good
I do
feeling.
too. I am hopeful and optimistic, and Leto better not ruin that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they voice dub him over. I could do that. So he's just in a suit the whole time, and then they have to get an actor to voice over him. And so basically, he could be like an extra, just moving his jaw.
It's kind of like what they did to him in the Haunted Mansion movie, where he was supposed to play the Hatbox Ghost, and it's like he's nothing but CGI and going. Like, why did they even get him in this movie?
I have no idea.
Maybe they just cut all of his dialogue out because he's just like, hello.
Do you think there's any chance that he pulls out something that we were not expecting?
Like I said, if he does, I'll be the first one to admit I'm wrong. I don't think I will be. I don't think I will be, but I will be the first one to admit that I am wrong if he is a great Skeletor. And I honestly, I'm hoping I'm wrong because my love of Masters of the Universe outshines my hatred of Jared Leto any day of the week.
Yeah, and that's just it. We're rooting for this film to be amazing. I think we've waited a long time. And, you know, the fact that we even got a second bite at this apple cinematically is a big deal. Because, you know.
Indeed. And they better get it right because they won't come out with another movie until after we're both dead.
Yeah, this will be it. This is our lifetime last chance of getting a great He-Man movie. So it's going to be amazing. It would be amazing if it became like in the zeitgeist, super popular, and we can be those annoying people that go,
oh my God,
we were waiting until way before it became popular.
Right, that's right, baby. Come into my house. I'll show you my Masters of the Universe collection. Oh my God, I didn't know they made toys. Yeah, they made toys a long time ago. I collected them. You know, oh my God, you're old.
But your collection is impressive. So I think if anyone,
that's what she said.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's it with that joke. We're out of here. All right, thanks for watching this special episode of Power of J Skull. If you would like to support the channel, that would be amazing. And Jason, how can they support us here on the Power of J Skull?
Oh, my friends and fellow masters, all you need to do is be like Rio Blast and mosey on over to Patreon, where you can support us for as little as $5 a month. Or you can just say, Jared Leto sucks in the comments below. And that would be a great deal of support for us because Jared Leto does indeed suck. Rio Blast does not talk like that. I don't even know why.
Is that why you were doing it? Because you was like, my name's Rio Blast. Yeehaw.
My name's Rio Blast. My chest pops open and guns come out. Guess who did this to me? Man-at-Arms. How did you know it was Man-at-Arms? I had the hiccups and he cut my heart out and replaced it with a gun. Yeah, he does that kind of thing.
My name's Rio Blast. I'm a desperate attempt to reignite a franchise. Come along.
I just ordered my figure from Masters of the Universe Creation, so I'm waiting for him to come in because I've never had a Rio Blast character before. Yay.
All right, guys. This has been
the Power of J Skull. Jared Leto sucks.